There is power in silence. Sometimes people measure your intelligence by the way you respond to issues. Yes, there's silence. There's power in silence. And this is how we roll again this morning with this edition of the OK Morning Rush, 18th September. Today is Thursday. Good morning to all of you. Thanks for joining us. It's a commitment we've made to all of you to be here every morning. No option, no excuse, no excuses. Okay, welcome to the show this morning, man. Welcome to the show. I'm so upbeat. I don't know about you, but you should be too. People going to different places this morning. You're driving to work, moving around. People taking the kids to school. Some of the kids are even sleeping in the car because this time of the morning they should be in bed. But no, they gotta go to school. It makes their history and story better. Then our mothers are going to the different marketplaces. They're riding the keke. Some of them riding the trucks and the pickups and risking everything just to survive. If that is it, then our leaders must play leadership role in exploring opportunities and creating enabling environments for the benefit of all of us. That is the reason why all of us will not be in the government, as let few of us can be in the government, but the few that are in the government should have the responsibility to work and think for all of us. Welcome to the Morning Rush this morning. Today is Thursday. Coming up shortly, we'll take a break. This morning, we'll play some calls. I'll talk to Lofa County Senator Momo, Saros. I see something on Facebook. It looks like tension is mounting. Should I say tension? No, it can be tension. Maybe I can say pressure. Two lawmakers of Lofa County issued statement yesterday in the Lofa County University saga. Of course, His Excellency President Boakai has suspended the Deputy Minister Brian McGill in the midst of the allegations. Let's keep it the way it is. Let's follow the investigation with everything. This morning we'll talk to our judicial reporter Masakane. She was at the Liberia National Police Headquarters yesterday and covered the press conference there. What the Inspector General Coleman say in detail, we'll find out from her and other issues. Let's come right back. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome to the show this morning. Share the video. My name is Clarence Jackson. Just call me Piso. I'll be right back.
Football fever is here. Monrovia, Liberia. This September 20th, all roads lead to the SKD Stadium as the giant of Liberia, FC Fasel, takes on the giants of Algeria, MC Alger, in a CAF Champions League preliminary round 1. Come witness passion, pride, and power as Liberia's own FC Fasel defend home turf against North Africa firepower. Don't miss the clash of champions, the battle for glory, and the roar of the fans. History is calling. Will you answer? Be there this September 20th in Monrovia at the SKD Sports Complex in Piso City. Admission around the field, $500 Liberian dollars. Stadium win, $5 USD. Around VIP, $20 USD. And VVIP, $100 USD with a complimentary exclusive package. This is the time. Come and support your own. Let's witness a historic day, a day to never miss on the football calendar in Africa. FC Fasel, our pride, our game. FC Fasel, let's rise again. FC Fasel versus MC Alger is powered by NIF Liberia.
Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one in una Marie Manga herbal supplement? Marie Maga is a Liberian-made herbal supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Maga herbal supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County have finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Maga hot tea supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station, Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction, Campley City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Products Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888-856776, 0777-444-591, and 0775-499549. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia own Herbert Supplement.
In your sickness,
Things are on me, oh. With the emergency, how do I manage again?
Potano, why are you sitting here just talking by yourself?
Julie, I need money quick, oh. I want to go find somebody to credit me, then I will pay them as soon as I get paid with the more in.
EcoBank can credit you, but the only thing you have to pay in 1 month, and the good thing, the interest are just 3%.
For you?
Yeah, just go to any EcoBank branch and you ask for the form to enroll you on their salary advance platform. When they give you the form, you fill it up and you make sure your HR signed it. Then you take that form back to the bank. After you carry it to the bank, they will send you a message to let you know that you're already on the platform. Then you can use the *326# and request for 50% of your salary. Instantly, you will receive it.
Wow, just like that? Break it to more money, Judy. I'm going to the bank to pick up the phone quick.
Yo, go get the form quick. In less than 1 week, you will receive the money. And what I like about it, and they can even ask you for collateral set.
I go in there right now, no wasting time, oh.
I'm not saying you must not go there right now. You must make sure you pay the bank money back.
Hey, Judy, that you talking slow, so I will pay back quick so I can credit again. EcoBank is easy, oh. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Avina Security Service Incorporated is a Liberian private guard service established and registered with the Government of Liberia. Avina Security Services is located in Single Airfield, adjacent to James Springfield Airport. With the wealth of experience, Avina Security provides the following services: physical security, industrial security, VIP and protocol services, residential guard service, airport security service, seaport security service, hospital, restaurant, supermarket, malls, store security as well. Avina Security Service Incorporated. You can contact our Single Airfield head office on the following numbers: 0776 928892 or 086 968282, or you can email us at avinasecurityservice@gmail.com, or better still, reach out at our office for more information. Avina Security Service Incorporated. Join Avina Security Services for a safer security, your best Liberian security service.
Bakasi, Eko Liberia, Eko ya yo. Yo,
Football fans, get ready. The future of women's football is here. From September 17th to the 28th, Liberia proudly holds a Waffle Under 17 Girls Tournament. 3 nations, 1 stage, 1 dream. Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Senegal battling for regional glory. Come and cheer our rising stars as they showcase skills, passion, and the unstoppable spirit of West African football. Let's fill the stands with our flags and support our girls as they make history on home soil. Go Liberia! Don't miss the Waffle Under 17 Girls Tournament, September 17th to the 28th. Be there, be loud, be proud. SKD, here we come! Football fans, get ready. The future of women's football is here. From September 17th to the 28th, Liberia proudly holds a Waffle Under 17 Girls Tournament. 3 nations, 1 stage, 1 dream. Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Senegal battling for regional glory. Come and cheer our rising stars as they showcase skills, passion, and the unstoppable spirit of West African football. Let's fill the stands with our flags and support our girls as they make history on home soil. Go Liberia! Don't miss the Waffle Under 17 Girls Tournament, September 17th to the 28th. Be there, be loud, be proud. SKD, here we come!
Yes, go to the Samuel Kayando Sports Complex, AXA of the capital here in Pinsville. Go there and share them up. Let's celebrate our girls. Let's go there. Good morning. Thanks to all of you for always joining us. Welcome to the OK Morning Rush. Do us a favor, share the video. Spanish police say they have arrested 19 people suspected of murder and torture after more than 50 went missing from a migrant boat that was traveling from Senegal to the Canary Islands. Police suspect some of the victims were accused of being witches after several incidents during the journey, including engine failure, bad weather, and food shortages. Can we go right here? Yes, we can. Gunmen on motorbikes have shot dead 22 people, most of them attending a baptism ceremony in an attack on a village in western Niger, reports say. Hey man, can you imagine? A resident told the French news agency that 15 people were killed at a ceremony in Talabiri region, which borders Mali and Burkina Faso, before moving elsewhere and killing 7 others. While people celebrated a baptism ceremony, gunmen opened fire, sowing death and terror. Local civil rights activist Makozu Zondi said on social media. Niger's military government has struggled to contain jihadist violence in the region carried out by groups linked to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State. Let's go here. The Marie Maga supplement, if you've never heard about it before, it's a Liberian-made herbal supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against the cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. People that used to sell the Marie Maga herbal supplement in Bonk, Nimba, and Lofa counties have finally settled down in Monrovia and its surroundings. The Marie Maga Heart Tea supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bernard Farm, opposite Mankoma Benu Tissue Factory, Camp Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection toward OES Transport Building, Kakata, Magibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station, Ganta City, Glen Lou Community around the People's Street, YMCA Junction, Complex City, Nima County, Broad Street opposite Facebook, Vonchema City, Lofa County. Marie Maga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicines and Health Products Regulatory Authority. For more information about the Marie Maga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888 85 6776, 0777 444 591, and 0775 499 549. Marie Maga is Liberia own Herbert supplement. The Office of Admission and Records of the Liberia Christian College is excited to announce that registration for new students, readmission students, and transfer students is now open. Registration dates: regular registration from now to September 30th. Late registration October 1 to October 10. Classes start October 1. Tuition: LCC offers a flat rate tuition of US $200 per semester. A special discount of 50% on tuition fees is offered for the first 100 students who will register. Visit our 5th Street campus daily for your walk-in entrance. Entrance fee is 10 United States dollars. The Liberia Christian College is accredited by the National Commission on Higher Education of Liberia and is granted licensure to offer certificate, diploma, associate of arts, and bachelor degrees in the following programs: the School of Business, Accounting and Finance, Procurement and Supply Chain, Human Resource Management, Project Management, Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Economics and Statistics, International Business and Marketing Management, Monitoring and Evaluation, Management of International Organizations, School of Science and Technology, Computer Networking, Data Science and Analytics, Management Information System, Telecommunication, School of Education, Early Childhood Education, Primary Education, Secondary Education, Education Management and Supervision, Guidance and Counseling, School of Liberal Arts, Criminal Justice, Public Administration, Communication Arts, Fashion and Garment Design, School of Christian Education, Church Administration and Management, and Pastoral Theology, School of Public Health and Environmental Science, Public Health, Environmental Science. Call 0777 352002, 080 538 0770 193 115 are the numbers to call. The administration of the Liberia Christian College is signing this announcement. Welcome to the OK Morning Rush right here on 99.5 this morning. We will not do too much of talking because we want to go straight to Massa Cannon to talk to us. And then I'd like to find out from Senator Momo Saros. Is the release that I saw actually come from his office? I don't have the number of Representative Julie where she also her office also issued a statement yesterday. It seemed the leaders of Lofa are concerned about the situation at the Lofa County University. They want all of those implicated and subsequently inducted by the court to step aside. Representative Julie West. She says, in the light of the ongoing situation involving the indictment of key university officials of the Lofa County University by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, there is a letter circulating on various media outlets indicating a resolution of the Board of Trustees. To my dismay, such resolution is far from the actual resolution that was agreed upon in a meeting that was convened by the board of the Lofa County University, attended by majority members. To the best of my knowledge as a statutory member, we have resolved that all officials of the university recently inducted by the LCC on allegations of massive corruption be recused from their various positions pending the outcome of the case before the 10th Judicial Circuit Court. As a statutory member of the Board of Trustees, I stand firmly with the decision that all officials recuse themselves from their current active roles and face the due process of law. The integrity of the institution must be upheld with high standards. The recent publication is misleading and doesn't represent the actual decision reached by the Board of Trustees. I am seriously disappointed in such a leaflet circulating on various media without a single line calling for the recusal of those inducted by the LCC. The law provides that all men are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Therefore, it is in the interest of those accused to have their day in court. Stepping aside from their various roles doesn't mean in no way that they are guilty, and recuse themselves to face the rule of law is the best way forward. The credibility of the institution is at stake. Therefore, I am calling on those involved to do the needful by recusing themselves. The Lofa County University is the government highest institution of learning in the county, and we must lead by example. She said, may God bless. I want to ask a few questions, but I will not until I can get to Senator Momo Saros later on as we talk about this issue. So, yesterday we reported that up to yesterday as we're on, we did not hear anything from the Liberian National Police yet about the investigation. The police had a press conference yesterday. You heard Inspector General Gregory Coleman, who said the investigation was being done with the involvement of the Ministry of Justice and people from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and they are calling for they want a lot of things done. And then we are hearing that a group of young women headed by Vic Jones will be assembling in the streets today. I hope to talk to Vic Jones this morning to find out from her as to whether they will do what they say they would have done today. Remember, it is unfair for us to adjudge Minister McGill guilty without due process. It is also unfair for us to acquit him without due process. We can only encourage all of us to continue to follow these investigations. The government, through the Liberian National Police, will have to look for probable cause in a form and manner that will ensure that when the matter goes to court, for example, the government will win the case. On the other hand, the President, His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai, has already suspended the Deputy Minister Brian McGill, accused of involvement in the situation. This is something a lot of people were calling for. The Senate Pro Tem of the Liberian Senate, Nyomli Kanga Lawrence, issued a statement or had a press conference, whatever it is, and she said it was important for the president to immediately do that suspension, so that he will have the opportunity to have his days in court. That is where we are as far as that case is concerned. That is where we are. So let me go to the line to talk to Vic Jones. I'm calling her because I heard her this morning. Apparently, she will be leading a group of young women peacefully, probably to draw government's attention to, I don't know, additional whatever they want. But I think Vic Jones is on this line. It's fair enough that we talked to her this morning, if she is the one who we have gotten on this line. Good morning, Vic Jones. Do we have you here? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jackson. Good morning, Liberia.
Good morning, Vic Jones. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. I was listening to you on the news this morning. Did I hear you say you will be, or you're one of those leading a group of women today, or young women, if you like, to peacefully assemble, or, whatever, to draw government attention? What do you want?
We want the right things to be done. We believe that nobody is above the law. Far too long in Liberia, we've seen the justice system bend in the favor of a powerful few, which we think is very unfair to the Liberian people in general. The rape law in Liberia is clear. Rape is a non-bailable crime. We are not against the government investigating or trying to interfere into their own judgment. We're saying if somebody is a rape suspect and it is confirmed that the person, the rape survivor, is confirmed raped by the government testing center, the first thing the police needs to do is to use that test result as an evidence to arrest the rape suspect and put him behind bars while the investigation is ongoing, because that has been done for several other people. I have also been involved with similar cases, several cases, and even last month, August, the 14 and the 15, I was involved with two rape cases. Similarly, the 14-year-old and a 16-year-old. So nobody took forever to arrest those people. They only used the government testing center to rip evidence and arrested them and forwarded them to court. So it is quite unfortunate that the Liberia National Police, through the Inspector General Gregory Coleman, start to make it look like we don't think. And we are people who think critically and make informed decisions. We're not working on our brains for him to spin this whole situation in the favor of his friend, a fellow government presidential appointee.
Vic
to
Jones,
say the man,
when is this non-billable offense thing applicable? Is it at the level of the police investigation, or probably when the person is formally charged and sent to court?
No, it is with the first encounter with the police. Once somebody is raped and they take the person to the police station, the police takes a statement and then send the person to a government facility for testing, which will enable them to make the arrest while the person is behind bars. They send the person, the forward the case to court. So that has been the procedure throughout. It cannot be bent now because J. Brian McGill is a government official and a member of the ruling United Party. We cannot accept that.
So
what actually is concerning deeply is the fact that the Inspector General of Police wants the Liberian people to know and understand that the police is incapacitated with several logistics. But when it comes to political cases, we see he's so vigorous. He's very much priding into being the Inspector General of Police and implementing and enforcing the rule of law. Why is it impossible and very embarrassing for him to protect the life of a 14-year-old girl who does not represent herself but has a representation of several other young people, even in Liberia and across the world? We're talking about selective justice here. There's no way the Inspector General of Police cannot tell us that he hasn't been biased. In fact, yesterday he was more defending why he has not arrested his friend J. Brian McGill than why he should arrest his friend with the evidence in front of him. The girl's statement is before him. The girl's father's statement is before him. Before they could have even informed the Minister Proper of Youth and Sports, Honorable Jericho Bangalu, they had gone there several times to investigate. So what other probable cause is he seeking?
Are you still assembling today, and where?
Yes, definitely we're going to assemble. I'm on my way actually to town, and I'm calling Liberians who mean well, regardless of party, religion. They should stand up today. Today it is that young lady. Tomorrow it could be anybody else. And I want them to know that when these things happen, it is not just the individual we're standing up for. We are standing up for several other things, especially when it comes to strengthening the justice system. We're fighting against injustice in Liberia. Look, Clarence, the country already very hard. People not get food to eat. Nobody can be violating people, cheering, and be getting special treatment. Anything that's also happened today will happen to that police station. Gregory Coleman, hey, people won't pull trigger, they won't pull it. As long as we are concerned, I mean, we're very much aware there are some unprofessional police people who just get ready and shoot anyhow. They did it in Kinjal, they've done it any other places. It's on record. So today he won't put all his how was that thing outside we coming? Me, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of him.
Okay, Vic Jones, thank you so much. Vic Jones Rutter is a women's rights activist. She's talking to me. She's leading a group of Liberian women today, like she says, at the Liberia National Police Headquarters to stage a protest. She thinks that the police is taking they're giving preferential treatment to the suspended deputy minister. In her words, if it were in the case of ordinary Liberians, the person would have been placed behind bars at this time. This is the OK Morning Rush. It's on 99.5 right here. Today is Thursday, 18th of September, and the year is 2025. We have our judicial reporter, Masa Kanen Tele. She covered the press conference yesterday. Masa, good morning.
Good morning, CJ. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Masa. Yesterday you were at the police station when Inspector General Gregory Coleman had the press conference. Bring us up to speed about some of the things he said. What did he say regarding this case?
The first thing over there, Gregory Coleman, the police inspector or the police director, was with other people from the Ministry of Gender and then Ministry of Justice, the SGBV unit. The director was there and the legal team. They were all in that press conference. And the first thing I took from that conference was that yes, the police director confirmed that the girl was temporary because we had discussed rape, that the girl was temporary, and that they said there is rumor that a CCTV footage had been temporary, and according to him, the checking it wasn't temporary, but they haven't given us detail about what actually they have seen in the CCTV footage. They haven't disclosed that. However, the police IG is also saying that they need to get all their evidence, their sampling evidence as the investigation unfolds, and also they want to have the U.S. Embassy help in this matter, that they want the U.S. Embassy to assist with the DNA forensic, sampling examination or investigation to link the accused to this rape allegation. And I asked him that because most of it, we cover this. I cover the police and the judiciary. When rape issue come out, especially when someone is accused in the community or whatsoever, the first thing I know, probably it might not be the right way they do it, or that's the right way, but they come and arrest the person. The person will be in that custody, investigation be going on. But for this one, according to him, and I asked him where is the suspect or where is the accused right now, he said the accused is currently in the building. About that time we were having a but however, the accused is now under custody according to what I learned from him. He said they are investigating him, but he's in a building, he's nowhere. They're finding ways, they're finding means, they're gathering evidence. Once the accused is linked to the crime of rape, they will obviously arrest him, and that has nothing to do with he being minister or whatever. And another thing is that there could be probable cause from what he said. Gregory said, he said that as they continue to speak to the survivor, there are new information coming out, and that this information they're making use of them, and the information that are coming out, they could probably invite some of these employees, additional employees, or deputy ministers at the Youth and Sports Ministry as well.
Now, Master, I also wanted to know, because sometimes the information from the accused will extend the investigation or give rise to all the other things the police want to know. Did you people care to ask the IG? I know he said they've spoken to the accused, but what has the accused said to the police? Is he denying, or has he admitted? Did the Inspector General Police say anything of such?
Well, for that aspect, because as you said, the investigation is ongoing, right? So they're not conclusive yet, and that they are finding probable cause. But what I have learned, or what I have heard in the public, is that the accused is denying. Right? He's denying. So we were not, or I was not, it was just a short, press conference and we stated something. But the issue is that said when they found probable cause to link this man, they will obviously link him to the crime and they will have him arrested. And that they are sampling call logs. They want to subpoena call logs. They want to, ask the courts to have some of these with people then coming around to testify. But parents, I don't know. Like maybe this is a new phenomenon, right? Because mostly when someone is accused, as I said, they're already in police custody.
Okay, Masa.
And the investigation continues.
Thank you. Masa Kane Tele is our judicial reporter. She was on the line there talking to us about the police IG's press conference yesterday regarding the situation against the suspended Deputy Minister Brian McGill. 9 o'clock, we should have Montserrat County Senator Darius DeLon here as our guest at 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock this morning, we will take some of our friends from the NGO Cycle. They will be here as our guests. I'm trying to call, make another call this time to go and hear about some of the issues there. Welcome to the show. This is the Morning Rush. We are here on 99.5 OK FM. You heard from Vic Jones. She attended the press conference yesterday. And of course, you heard from our reporter, Masa Kane. One thing the Police Inspector General said, according to Masa, is that what has been established is that results show that the survivor was tampered with. They have not been able to say clearly as to whether Deputy Minister McGill has admitted or denied, but the police investigation is continuing into the situation, and so let's follow those investigations and let's see how it will come out. I've said, let's not acquit, let's not convict, let's follow. Let's take a break. We be right back here with the show, trying to place a call to somebody.
Get ready. The future of women's football is here. From September 17th to the 28th, Liberia proudly holds a Waffle Under 17 Girls Tournament. 3 nations, 1 stage, 1 dream. Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Senegal battling for regional glory. Come and cheer our rising stars as they showcase skills, passion, and the unstoppable spirit of West African football. Let's fill the stands with our flags and support our girls as they make history on home soil. Go Liberia! Don't miss the Waffle Under 17 Girls Tournament, September 17th to the 28th. Be there, be loud, be proud. SKD, here we come!
Okay, so Margibi County Senator Emmanuel Nukwe has accepted our invitation to be our guest here on Monday to talk about the government new policy on the storage fee. You may be aware that on many occasions, Representative Musa Ability has been accusing him, even though it is a Liberian Senate's recommendation that trickle presidential action from the executive, but he has, he's been accused on a number of occasions, and so Senator Nukwe has agreed that he will be here as our guest on Monday, so that we hear his side of what he thinks went wrong. We're now opening the lines. Yeah, I want to talk to Senator Momo Saros of Lofa County. When we get him, then we can move on and take calls and expect our first set of guests. Then 9 o'clock, Senator Darius DeLong will be expected. If we can get to Senator Saros, we will take some of your calls on 0777 700 995 0555 995 995. Maybe I can get to Representative Julie Ward too. Hello.
Good morning, people.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hold you there. Since I got Senator Saros, this is a privilege. Let me hold you there and see what I can talk to Senator Momo Saros of Lofa County. He's the chairperson of the Senate's Committee on National Security, Defense, and Intelligence. Senator Saros, good morning. Welcome to OKFM. My name is Clarence.
Good morning, Clarence Jackson. It's a pleasure being on your show this morning. I hope everything is okay.
Yes, everything is okay, Senator Saros, except that sometimes when we see these different writings on Facebook and attributed to people like you, the right thing to do is to reach out to you. That's why I'm reaching out to you. Sir, yesterday I saw a press statement that is supposedly from your office that you were taken aback by a resolution that came public from the board of the Lofa County University. And that was so, according to that press statement, supposedly from your office, that there was a board meeting and some of the things you agree on in that meeting, you didn't see it in the resolution that came public. By the way, did your office issue any statement regarding any issue at the Lofa University, sir?
Yes, Clarence. My office has issued a very strong statement regarding the decisions that we heard over the social media and the radio stations around the country, that a board resolution was being agreed upon. But unfortunately for us, when we read the board resolution, that was not what was said in our board meeting. Our board meeting was convened on the 5th of September, if I'm not mistaken, and we had a quorum. In our board meeting, we resolved that the accused, the inductees of the Lofa University, we as a board agreed to recruit them from all of the activities until they can go through the legal process. And like we said in the release, nobody's guilty unless proven on a competent court of jurisdiction. So we just want them to go through the system, to go through the process, so that we get that transparency and integrity for the University of Lofa. The Lofa University is a very very important university for our county, and we want people who are there, to have a clean record. So if there is an indictment or there's an accusation of corruption, we just pray that they go through the process, without interfering to the university's activities. So yeah, that press statement is attributed to us.
Now, who is the chairperson of the board and who presided over that meeting?
So Bishop Padmore is the board chair, and at that meeting he have decided to recuse himself from chairing. We said no, until the resolution can be done, you can't recuse yourself. So he chaired that meeting until the end, and we all agreed that the board have agreed that the accused officer recruit themselves from all activities of the university until the legal process is over. Then they are cleared and come back to work.
Did Bishop Victor Palmo is the bishop of the Lutheran Church in Liberia? Is he the one you're referring to?
Correct.
Did I hear you say initially he wanted to recuse himself from the meeting or from presiding?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, because of the indictment. But we said no, we have not resoluted that yet. You stay our chairman until we can resolve that. So he presided over the meeting, and the decision was made by the board that the accused officer recuse themselves. So, and that's what we thought. That's what we thought to do, and we felt that was prudent enough, and that was legal enough, and transparent enough.
Probably, I'm not getting something here. Was the board chairman himself indicted?
Yes, the board chairman is indicted, the co-chair is indicted, unfortunately, yes. Okay. And at that board meeting, we agreed that one of us, in person of Mama Sadi Kamara, should chair the board until this legal issue is over.
So why would you go to a board meeting and the meeting chaired by the board chair, unfortunately, who is also implicated or indicted by the court, you agree on something and then something else is coming to the public? What's going on?
So that is the reason why we distanced ourselves, and we are launching an investigation at the level of the board to find out why the board resolution changed and that went to the media. Right now there's an investigation that will be launched about that.
But that is the reason why Senator Saros...
Other members are not happy. I think you may have seen another release from
Representative Julie Well.
Yes, so we are the only two legislators on that particular committee, on the particular board, and both of us disagreed that wasn't the resolution. And I'm sure other members of the board who hasn't come out agree that wasn't the resolution. But that will be handled at the level of the board. Madam Mama Kamara is the acting board chair, and we will convene the board in the shortest possible time to find out why that particular information came out the way it came out.
Don't you think Bishop Palmer was right for recusal because he was conflicted? Don't you think it would have been...
At that point in time, he wasn't right because we as a board has not resoluted, and that's why we said to chair this meeting while we deliberate. After deliberation, we have agreed now that with the fact that the board has deliberated and resolute that you recuse yourself, then you can recuse yourself. That's why we say that's why we decided that Mama Sadi Kamara, who happened to be one of the board members, serve as chairperson, acting chairperson, while the indictees go through their process.
But Senator Saros, for example, the board chair is a presidential appointee. The president of the university, Dr. Isaac Porter, who himself was inducted, is a presidential appointee. When you people talking about recusal, what do you mean? They just sit aside. They were appointed by the president. They've never gotten suspended. What recusal are you talking about?
The board is the administrative arm of the University of Liberia. So the board is taking decisions. When it reaches a point where the president takes a decision, the board will advise the president accordingly. Right now, the board has taken seize of the matter.
So as far as it is now, Dr. Porter is no longer president of the university in the context of stepping aside, and Bishop Palmer is not the board chair in the context of stepping aside. Am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct. Based on the prevailing circumstances for them to be indicted, they should be stepped aside. We are not saying that they are guilty.
I know that there is a presumption.
We are not saying that they're not the chair, but the board chair. We are asking as a board who happen to be the administrative arm overseeing the operations of the university. We are seeing as board members step aside, go through a legal process. When you should have been exonerated, you can come back to work.
Correct, because there's a presumption of innocence under our law. But the way you people discuss something else and the different resolution came out, are you sure Dr. Porter will step aside?
Well, we have a board, he has to step aside. I mean, the board is the administrative and the overseeing body of the University of Liberia. Dr. Porter and all other inductees have to step aside for the university to continue.
Senator Saros, thank you. You keep saying University of Liberia. Look like you went to UL, so you like
University of Lofa, the Lofa University. Yeah,
but it's okay.
I'm alumni of University of Liberia.
Understandably, you know.
I'm sorry. That's my alma mater. So I'm so sorry. But
I know.
University of Lofa University.
Senator Saros, thank you so much for talking to us. I just wanted to find out whether your office actually issued a statement. Thank you.
We did. And thanks for the conversation this morning. We did.
Thank you, Senator Momo Saros of Lofa County. He says the chairperson of the ball. Can I reach out to Dr. Bishop Pamo in this case? Will he want to talk about it in this case? Let me reach out to him. Bishop Pamo. That's my old man there. Let me reach out to him. Did the board issue any resolution? Was it different from what the majority board members agreed in the board meeting? I'm trying to reach out to Bishop Pamo. If he picks up my call, the bishop had picked up my call. Unfortunately, I did not send the bishop any text message, but because this thing is involving him and other people, I had to call him. I just wanted to say the disclaimer. Bishop Pamo, good morning. My name is Clarence Jackson, and I got you on OKFM. Unfortunately, I did not send you a text message because of the way the thing happened. I just spoke to a member of the Lofa County Board, Senator Momo Saros. That's why I'm calling you. Good morning, sir.
Clarence, morning. But you know you should have done that. So I don't think I want to talk to you. If you didn't talk to me, I hear what you want to talk to me about.
Okay, sir. So I will cut off my phone and I will send you a text message about what I want to talk to you on. Is that okay?
That's okay. If I find it feasible, I will talk to you.
No problem, Bishop Pamo. Fair deal. Thank you. I'll send you a text message, and if you so see it necessary, we'll talk. I just want to know, because I want to know from him, what did they discuss in the board meeting that he presided over, and did the board issue any public resolution? Was there anything in our resolution that talks about recusal as agreed by the majority member of the board? That's what I want to find out from Bishop Palmer. But I'll send you a message. 0777 700-995 555-995-995. Good morning.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Clarence, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Okay, Sabu, go ahead.
I'm joining a unique conversation from Point 4 with the civil metropolitan location, Clarence, in Zimbabwe.
Mm-hmm.
Peter, let me appreciate you for always taking up your time, Clarence, to educate with the Liberian people, to inform us about what's going on in our country. But look, so as for me, Peter, I'm really, really, really frustrated this morning. And let me tell you my frustration, Clarence. My uncle died. TJ Clayton Wiaka. He died as a pre-trial detainee in Memorial Central Prison. Clarence, the issue of violating Article 11C and Article 11A in Liberia is bad. Article 11A and C, it says no person, it says all persons are born equally under the law. We're all equal. And it says we should have equal protection. Not because when it comes to the United Party man, then the law by the law plan. But when it comes to the other people, when it comes to the smaller people, then the law by the law is the law. Look, the issue of injustice, it needs to start in our country.
Okay, Sabu, let's go on this line. Hello?
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning, sir.
This is Grisman Maxwell. I listened to Senator Saros Momo Saros this morning, and you can see the passion in his voice.
Yeah.
And I think that is how we should be for our country. Let me say congratulations to him. The only small concern I have with the issue he has raised, it's just when you talk about the appointing power.
Yeah.
The board is the administrative arm of the institution. If the board has resoluted that the board chair and the president step aside, it is not automatic. Because the power to appoint is vested in the president. So that board resolution must be elevated to the appointing power to act.
I think the board resolution, maybe they should have resoluted suspension for the people recommendation to the president.
Obviously, because the president is the appointing power. So they have to elevate that resolution requesting the president to act. Then the president will suspend the board chair and the president of the university and put people to act interim pending the outcome of the entire.
So, Maxwell, the way you see it, in the event the president say I'm not stepping aside because the board did not appoint me, what's going to happen there?
Obviously, it will not be the right decision to take, but he can always seek advisement from the executive, from the president, because the president is the appointing power.
Okay.
If the president is displeased with that resolution, he will talk to the board. But now that the board is putting Massa in charge, what did the board appoint Poda? If the board deny appoint Poda, will the board, by its resolution, be appointing her to act? Because in the case of audit, the appointing power of the president and the board chair are carved in the university charter.
Mm-hmm.
So the board need to give that due respect to the appointing power by elevating that resolution for action.
Okay, Maxwell.
I don't think it's arbitrary,
Thank
but
you.
I like the fact that they are stepping up, and kudos to Senator Momo Saros.
Thank you. Let's hear another Liberian. Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling from Mambagle this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, thanks for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to speak concerning the issue for the alleged allegation for the minister. Like, what I listened to the video, the recording yesterday from Will Debo platform, you could see the RG struggling for that interview. Normally when you appear in front gallery, the way you can be flexible, but in struggle. So that's a big disgrace and a shame to him. And for me, I looked at my understand they appointed him. I've been following him. But yesterday I'm surprised he's sending someone. The experience there. For him, I just want to commend the president.
You say you call that defending or he was explaining?
Explain, actually, he was almost like defending the alleged minister. He was defending him for me, and I want to say.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes,
thank you.
yes,
Let's go back to the line. Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah?
My name is Kineton S. and I call from Front Street, Clarence. Thank you this morning for all of your talking points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Clarence, so I want to be very more clear here that this country, there is, let's say, justice. There is no justice for the poor. Because in my mind, if what happened, if they were a common person like me, or poor person, the person will be arrested and taken to jail. So why it is that the man is a free man, going around, then the police telling us they are carrying on investigation. And it have been proven that this guy was tampered with.
By whom?
So from there,
Tempered with by whom?
Yeah, but the result that came from the hospital.
So that while the investigation is going on, they want to involve DNA machine, DNA tests and all that kind of thing. Probably they want to establish who did it. What do you think?
But Clarence, my problem here is why it is that this can happen to common people and they can be taken straight to court. And then why would make this man he have been alleged and he can be taken to court?
Okay, sir. Let me take a few calls. Our guests, I can't. When they're here, we'll take them. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Yeah.
Good morning to the people of Liberia. Quite frankly, my attention is on the issue at the Lofa Community College.
Lofa County University, Bob.
Lofa County University, sorry. And as a matter of fact, Clarence, for best practice, I think with the level of allegation being spread all over the place, and we want to protect the image of our university, it's good that Dr. Porter gave way to the investigation, because keeping on a jeopardizes the investigation. And I let the way the senator put it, and he we could not say best more than that, and that's the best way to go, because this is a young man we all respect, we appreciate, but the level of allegation, the issue of corruption is kind of key, and we hope he will give the investigator time go to court, and as on read himself, let's see whether he will be acquitted, and then he come back to job.
Okay,
we can't keep holding on. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. You on now? You are not on. Hello.
Yes.
Just call your name and where you call from.
I'm having to keep calling from the FE belt.
Okay, JK, let's hear you.
Yeah, my issue has to do with that of the allegations towards our minister.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, in Liberia, normally the law is the law. Once you have been accused, whether it is true or not, you have to be placed behind bar. But since the particular issue then on radio and all over. This particular man, I expected this particular police or the RT to take the man to operation while investigation going on.
Okay. Our guests, we understand they're here. We're taking 2-3 more. Hello?
Yeah, morning, Clarence.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Clarence, Sunday convincement.
Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello?
During the board meeting, they decided to put somebody acting until the board chairman, the other post will go as a resident of the court. Can board have that authority to put somebody on chair acting? Board does not have that authority. Board when I can recommend to the president or president suspension of those people, somebody to be acting. The president see necessary, yes, I can put him person to be the acting or not. But board does not have that authority to put somebody acting. If I say board does not have authority to tell board chairman to sit down aside or the president, they only can make recommendation. And I think whether the Lofa County University have the legal advisor, or nothing the board have the legal advisor. If the board have the legal money, they will not take the such a decision.
Okay.
I think they have to go back there to review. That recommendation should go to the president suspension of those people, and they should recommend somebody that recommendation to be acting.
Thank you, sir. Let's take you final. Hello?
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning, sir.
Dear everybody here.
Eric, good morning. Let's hear you.
I think the police chief in this country is only, he can develop the energy, the zest, the enthusiasm when it comes to opposition. And he should stop embarrassing himself and stop embarrassing the office of the president. Listen, that very police chief, it is alleged that he arrested Vanny Jesse and put a man behind bars. Did he talk about DNA? No, hold on. So if the U.S. people, the United States government don't send people here for DNA tests, is he telling me or telling us that the man will not be arrested? Well, hold on. All of us people play DV in this country. They got medical hospitals in the play here that America accredited by the United States. If you want to continue your investigation, take the girl to the various centers and see and come up. Arrest the man. Stop him back. And let me tell you what he's doing. This man like money business. He want the public to come against him.
No, that one, Eric, how do you call it? But Eric, that one, an allegation, man. You can't call there's somebody left money with it.
That continue to play on the minds of the people. He should stop. He want another demonstration. So that when you arrest her for that, you cover the rest of the other people here. You are waiting for you conclude your investigation at the time. It should stop.
Okay. Final call right here on the show. Final call. Good morning.
Good morning, Clarence.
Yeah?
My name is Saros Zina, and I call from Sinka.
Yeah, Saros.
Clarence, one thing I really want to understand here, you've been asking the question on the issue of this rape. When is it billable?
Yeah.
Is it at the police?
When does non-billable comes in? You know.
Yeah, when the non-billable comes in, is it when the defendant or alleged defendant is in the possession of the police or at the court? Because Clarence, I remember calling the judiciary, and then a fellow was alleged that he raped, and he was carried to the magistrate court. And Clarence, honestly, he was set free because I'm not a lawyer and don't pretend to be one, but something they call on the basis of when the presumption is great. I think our lawyers here in the real answer. When the presumption is great in a rape case, then that is not billable. When the presumption is great. So that pastor, I remember, he was alleged that he raped a girl in Cardinalsville. And then he didn't go to jail, Clarence. The judge told him, go home. So you really need to answer the question. Lawyers tell us, when is it non-billable? At the court or at the police?
Thank you. I have my guest here. Thank you. I wish we had time. We would have talked about that. Yeah, because myself, I'm concerned about it. We need to talk to these legal people. But we have our guests. We'll go straight into it. We can't take their time. We have two advocates here in the studio. They will introduce themselves and then we'll talk about the issues they've come to discuss right here on the OK Morning Rush. Guys, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Rush. Let's start from our far right here. Just introduce yourself, guys.
So, good morning, Clarence. My name is Robert Webo Jr.
Okay, sir.
And I'm here this morning to make our own contribution, our national contribution to the conversation around the petroleum scenario that is in the country currently.
Fair enough. Let's hear you, sir.
Let me say good morning to you and greetings to the thousands of other listeners out there. It is great being here this morning to share breakfast with you.
Okay. But you didn't call your name.
I'm for the massacre.
No, it's possible. Sometimes people forget. How is everything? Both of you come from different institutions or what?
Basically,
I really like but fully. I follow most of your posts on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah.
Let's move on. Now, you are here particularly this morning to talk about the policy by the government. I think yesterday Musa Ability and Simeon Freeman were here talking about it fully. Let's start with you. What have you read about this policy and what do you think about it?
Firstly, let us begin by saying in a clear and unambiguous tone, it is in the purview and the fundamental responsibility of any government to impose, to levy fees, taxes, or whatsoever. That should be in conformity with the existing protocol of profitability. So the recent imposition of reduction of fees on the terminals operators, it is erroneous. That is why we say. Firstly, who is recommending the reduction of the storage fee? Because many times we always want to a political side subject, but on this particular matter, there's about people understanding this is more of economical and a business issue. This is not a political issue. So you don't bring political sentiment here. So, people like Clarence, those storage importers, they do have a legal binding agreement with the government of Liberia for over 20 years. So it means in essence, that agreement is valid, is legal. So for you to outrightly wake up one soon morning and just come, you say, oh, you are reducing. It impound businesses, because as I speak to you now, these importers, they were able to achieve on the construction of their terminals by financing international capital debt. And debt servicing, it is a churn process. And big people don't actually pay in cash. They usually use their credibility, and the credibility can be leveraged onto a bank, and they give you money. So they make both of their profit from the leveraging of storage. So here's why we are saying, people like Clarence. The first thing is, who is recommending the reduction? It is from the Senate. That is an inherent fundamental contradiction. The Senate should not be the one recommending reduction on storage. Why we say so? The Senate is a political horse. According to the act that created on the Liberia Petroleum and Refinery Company, as far as July 12, 1989, it says that the LPRC should be the one in charge of importation, of storage, and the regulation of petroleum product in Liberia market, not the Senate. So it tells you now, what comes to mind is this is more of a political issue, because when you come to senators, and like we other day, and we saw Senator Prince Moye being one of the major campaigner of this quote-unquote reduction, wanting to appear and perceive that it is in the interest of no. A political horse making political recommendation, it tells you that the entire process has been political. So here's the argument to that. Senator Moye, who wives Nessie Moye, sits on the board at LPRC, that is nepotism and conflict of interest. We believe he cannot be the one to be having the conversation, because He's not knowledgeable about it. You know the mistake?
But Senator Moy is not an appointing authority. He did not appoint his wife on any ball.
So, people like Clarence, you part of the political thing as a journalist. You know people using that influence, and this man was campaign manager for the Unity Party. So I speak affirmatively from a point that his wife sitting on the board of LPRC is a total conflict of interest. It is nepotism. There are thousands of other people from Bon County who need, but that's not the subject. That is the subject. The subject is on the basis.
To go back to that,
yeah.
Neither is Moy the LPRC managing director, nor did he appoint his wife. She's a Liberian appointed by the president.
There are thousands of other Bongis who are entitled to job.
Who determines that? Who determines that?
It is determined on the basis of people who are less fortunate and less people wanting to work.
Who determines who to appoint there?
And so that is in the purview of the president of Liberia.
Okay. I just want to let's go on.
And we all know political jobs, it comes through recommendations and political connection, and that should not be the prerequisite of this appointment. But that's not the subject. Yet is the point and the crux of my argument. My argument says that when you are, firstly, because when you open a phone line now, people will come with their intoxicated political party sentiment. Yeah. So let me say that on the record.
Why are you predating that? You're sounding like
no.
Come after you.
So let me just tell you this now.
To the issue fully.
I'm aware that when you open the line, people will come with their intoxicated political sentiment. Here is the mistake of the entire process. First, one, the Senate cannot be the one to propose because it is still a proposal. If you want to enforce it, it is a gross violation of the Constitution of Liberia, Article 34D, that talk about before you levy additional charges, you print new money or other currency, it should be through legislative approval. So for now, it is a proposal. It's not binding. It is a proposal. It can be challenged until it has been legislated. It's not there. So the first contradiction is this: the Senate does not have the moral authority to be the one to be recommending the imposition or reduction of the additional fee. That's one. Secondly, when you are to reduce fees and charges, brother Clarence, every company of entities has two accounts. You have the revenue account, you also have the expense account. So the particular recommendation from the Senate, they only focus on the revenue account. For example, the calculator and the 35 cents times the 154,600,000 plus gallon that comes in the country, and they just do the tabulation and they say, wow, there is a bulk money petrol importers are making. That is a mistake. What about on the operation expenses? What about the maintenance of the storage? So what about on the salaries? So in the absence, before you now set a new reduction, it will be on the basis of you knowing the difference between the revenue expense and the revenue account and the expense account. At that point now, you know how many money these people are also spending, because you don't just look at the bulk 35 cents and at the end of the day, well, let's say you assume that all of these profits coming to them.
And then we can start the engagement. Let's hear your side.
Yeah, so let me just add up to what Foley just spoke about. He left a very essential point out. Jackson, you might quite be aware that the Petroleum or the terminal's owner are responsible to pay for shortage that is caused by evaporation of petroleum that is being kept in our terminals. Those are extra fees. Those are extra money that those people spend. But this is my own focus of the entire conversation. The current policy will definitely jeopardize, stagnate, and put these Liberian-owned businesses into an unfavorable position, an unsustainable position that will lead them to one, either get out of the market, two, lay out people. Trust me, Jackson, there are thousands of Liberians who work there as driver, as maintenance. Some of them work in administration, and they are bulk mode. In fact, some of these institutions, they are monthly, bill wage in terms of salary payment is a high over 100,000 plus. And you bring such an overnet policy that is being orchestrated and cooked by people who should focus on the main issue. There are very important things that the Liberian Senate needs to pay attention on, and you come and say you're making recommendation squarely.
The Senate thinks that this is one thing it should pay attention to.
There are pressing national issues that the Senate should pay attention to.
You are not a senator. They determine what is more pressing.
And that's why it is clear you can trace the political hints that is driving this. It is clear you can trace the political hint that is driving this. And when this policy come into full swing, you will be left with, in fact, one of the thing that they are pushing, or that they say will definitely take effect, it will drop, the price of petroleum. If that take effect, trust me, Jackson, nothing will change.
Okay, let me begin with Foley. People argued, LPRC argues, that what it has done is in conformity with a statutory responsibility. How do you counter that?
So, this morning I was telling someone, the bookability or the bookedness or how booked the law is in no way the only reliance of wanting to keep doing the wrong thing. And Brother Clarence, you are in the process of becoming a lawyer. You understand that laws are made.
No, I'm not a law school student. I'm not in the law school.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not in the law school.
But many a times I see you.
I
see your zeals.
I'm not in the law school.
I see your zeals for the legal process.
Yeah.
So the legal system is built in a way that it improves the reality of the law on the books. So let me say this to you. I believe the frameworks and the crafters, when the LPRC were being legislated in 1989, there was an oversight. Everywhere in the world, you cannot be a referee and at the same time you are a player. No, you cannot be a regulator and at the same time you are a competitor. You cannot be an importer and at the same time a regulator. That is an inherent fundamental contradiction. Mind you, the particular action of wanting to leave LPRC to be a regulator and importer, it means in essence you are violating the inherent economic principle of our country that talk about the free market enterprise. That is why Liberia operates, where people should come and compete equitably, where you can bring your own press link, I bring my own press link, and at the end of the day, the consumers go after what they can afford.
Except that you have not answered my question. It's a policy issue by the mandate of the policy, whatever. Is it in line with the LPRC's mandate or not? Are they violating any laws?
Yes.
Do they have the right to do what they've done?
Yes. Firstly, the 20+ year agreements between the various petroleum importers. Because you see, we are advocates. Our job is to speak for the marginalized and people that have been oppressed or depressed.
You're an advocate, you're a political person.
No.
Are you not a head? Are you the for the master? Are you not the head of the CDC COP?
I am the head.
Okay.
Okay. That in no way subvert on the reality that I'm not an advocate.
No,
humanity. So
you
on
know,
the dot.
You know this. I think this is our first
No.
face-to-face meeting, right?
No. So CDC COP chairman, I didn't believe to find our year the other time.
Okay, maybe because when I call your name advocate, they started realizing you are a guy. No, but you are a librarian. Let's go ahead.
So yes, I am a political activist and advocate.
Yeah.
Humanity comes. You see, whenever people are about to lose jobs, that is not a matter of political expediency. It is a matter of nationalism because, mind you, over 1,000 plus of Liberians work with this importer. So to your question, yes, LPRC is violating the agreement, the 20-year plus agreement that they signed with those importers. As a matter of fact, and there are 3 importers. We have the Boni Investment Terminal, we have the Kones Terminal, and Shemex Terminal. So the political people want to make it appear that this is only after Belete. It's not true. Mr. Belete is not only the culprit of the 15th year. We have Boni Investments and we have Connects. These are people who employ the people for so many years.
What do you know about what clause in the agreement has been violated by the LPRC?
So, there's a specific clause that says that these people will be operating the storage and the money to be paid to them is 35 cents. That 35 cents has been reduced to 5 cents. People are coming for God's sake. Somebody comes to OKFN today and the person wants to know in what economic or financial standing that OKFN is. Because they see on the books 100 persons came in and to pay for commercial talk show. So at that time you see the big money. So the person only see what people came for. But the person is yet to analyze how many money OKFN is paying for rental service. How many money OKFN is paying when they, for example, if the EDC goes, OKFN got to procure fuel and maintenance of generation. How many money OKFN is paying staffers. And because the person only see 10,000 USD on people coming for service, we add the person also trying to analyze or know how many expenses. So why in case people coming in with 10,000, but OKFN is spending 9,000 monthly.
Does that negate the fact that when the landlord of this building tells us I'm increasing my lease fee, we will say no, we're not making too much money?
And so everywhere at the end of the day, all of the value that you are attached to that particular house, people take it for that. You have conversation. So we are arguing. Those importers or those terminals owners are victims. You know how they are victims? They took international debt servicing loan. Those loans have not been paid. The LPRC, one of the biggest arguments from the LPRC have been this: all the money they invested, they don't pay for it. It is lie. Because LPRC only calculated the revenue.
Now, Robert, do you think the Liberian Senate resolution or the recommendation was done without the involvement of these people? I was reading the Senate committee report and I established that these people were waiting to appear so that they can have a conversation. They didn't do that. Did they waive their right?
So Jackson, I do believe that the Senate should have reached out even more to get these people involved, to get the people on the table, because Jackson, the terminus owner, they are the stakeholders in that particular business. You can make decision in the absence of these people because the decision will definitely affect them. Now see in this case, from 35 cents to 5 cents, Jackson, that's 86% deduction or decrease. If you are the one running such business, Jackson, it's just like saying, get out of the business. Any business person who understands the business, that's the, it's almost like this station. One morning, LTA, they will go and say, from today onward, before you own a radio station in Liberia, you must pay 100,000. Jackson, you must say, no, okay, every now you will raise that money per year. So what else okay will be leveled? There's no other option. So in this case, before certain decisions are made, all of the terminus owner should meet at the table in LPRC and say, look, for example, this is the recommendation from the Liberian Senate. What can we do in the case? Can we come this place or can we meet at this place? And then you are having national conversation. One of the things that LPRC and even the Liberian Senate is not taking into consideration.
You think it was also good for these people to go to the Liberian Senate to make their case and make their argument?
I am yet to establish whether a communication was sent to them. I say I'm here to establish because I have not seen a copy of that. So if they
Benedict was here, he didn't deny that. It is in the Senate's committee recommendation or report. They said they invited everybody. None of them turned out.
So Jackson, let us not dwell on the Senate communication to the terminus owner. Let's focus on our core issue of our conversation here.
It is an important component. Probably had they gone to the Senate, they would have made a strong business case that, look, maybe the Senate would have seen it differently. What do you think?
I think the Senate needed to have pushed more to get these people there. Like I said, you cannot make decisions that will affect a particular group of people in the back of those people. The decision of the Senate have clearly undermined the people's business, and moreover, it has placed a serious dent on our business climate as a country. No, in fact, I stand to be corrected on this, Jackson. Between 7 to 10 years, there haven't been any foreign direct investment in the country. Our brothers are fighting to create their own institutions.
There hasn't been any.
I stand to be corrected on that. Okay, now, so the current policy is not just only crippling their business, it is also threatening the loss of jobs of the ordinary people.
Okay, guys, let me hold the both of you there. Let's see what I can follow. You wanted to say something other than that? Let me hold you there.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can go to the lands and talk to Liberians to exchange their views and opinion on the issue. So, Foley Master is here, and Robert. Is that Webo?
Webo.
Okay, Webo. I don't like to mispronounce people's names. Okay, Robert Webo is also here. 0777 700 0555 are the numbers to call. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning. My name is James Cooper, calling from the Japanese Freeway.
Okay, James.
Let me speak to this petroleum issue.
Yeah, James.
The first thing I want to make these guys understand, you have to depoliticalize the entire situation. You move in here as a politician, not as a specialist. One, the petroleum importers are more than the petroleum storage owners. That's the first thing. The second thing, the Senate imposed that a reduction on the petroleum storage thing owner. No. The Senate have the right, oversight duty by our constitution to recommend to the executive, and the executive can take appropriate action. LPRC have the right to levy charges, storage charges. That is, there's not need legislation. So moving forward, it's inability complaining. You have Connect. The Connect have the second biggest storage thing next to LPRC. You have Connect talking. No. So these guys, you sit and look at the prices first on the market and compare the prices with the few prices around us. Who import gasoline and diesel in Cote d'Ivoire? It's the governor of Ivory Coast. So the price in Taboo is the price in Abidjan. The price in Abidjan is the price in Yamoussoukro.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Cooper. Thank you so much. Hello?
Clarence, good morning.
Good morning.
Clarence, I'm in Monrovia, and my name is Syphilis Toby II. I speak officially for the Pakistan think tank.
Okay.
So, Clarence, to your guests, I cannot still good morning to them. But you know, Clarence, this whole issue of the reduction in petroleum and not from the LPRC, the advocacy for the argument around it, I think it is sentimental. But let's, Clarence, look, no one is arguing that the LPRC does not have the right to import fuel or to import petroleum in this country. Nobody is making that argument. I don't know what the mess is about. Is it because Mr. Ability is one of those who is affected and he's a political figure in our country? Look, we must be able to distance business people from the politics. If Mr. Ability thinks
that the government is doing wrong or FRC is doing wrong, let him go to the court instead of Mr. Bility running around and making unnecessary noise in the country.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's talk to you here. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning, sir.
Clarence, I keep hearing people say, my name is Charles Rouse. I keep hearing people say, it is Senate. Brady has argued it substantially, and then the two gentlemen in the studio there come with the same argument that the Senate has no right to, or nothing should emanate from the Senate. It should come from the lower house before the Senate. And so Brady argument, the foundation of the argument that the Senate was wrong, they did it all wrong, 14, and it should come from the lower house before to the Senate. So we are this is a cliche in the public. The responsibility, the cardinal responsibility of a legislator is lawmaking, oversight, and representation. So, where is the oversight of the senator? So, if the Senate saw something that is wrong and they use their oversight, someone is telling me that the oversight of the Senate should also come from the lower house. Then one of the gentlemen in the studio there, you have said this, you are asking 2 times that there was an invitation to the storage, to the terminal owner for public hearing, and they did not come. And 2 times you said it to him, and 2 times he said the Senate should have pushed more. I don't know what thing. The Senate should have said the saga armed to arrest them, bring them, or the Senate should have given them ice cream, or how? Because you something involved in something you are concerned about, they invite you to the Senate and you didn't come. They didn't say the Senate you have pushed more to get them how? Your son in school, they say come for PTA meeting, you don't come, you say Mr. can call you, or Mr. can bring you, or he can bring car for you. Oh.
Okay. All right, Charles, thank you. Let's go to our other lines. Let's take you. Hello?
So, Clarence, this is Grisby. And just to...
Maxwell, yeah, let's hear you.
Maxwell, yeah. You know, the folks in studio are very interesting. And given the fact that they are from civil society background, I will help them with a legal support that they can use to advocate. Article 25 of the Constitution of Liberia requires every contracting party to respect the other party right to contract. The Supreme Court has heard that over and over and again. So if they believe whatever contract, some of the people they are advocating for, has to enforce, let them go to court. They will not go to court, Clarence. They will keep coming to radio station because the very thing they call contract is void ab initio. It does not even meet legal tests. The reason why they keep coming from one radio station to another, Clarence, and they say there's no deduction, is because there's not a single one of the 10 farm owners you're talking about that is registered to do that business for storage in this country. Not one. Not a single one. There are importers who are allowed to bring product in the country, store the product in their tanks, and pay royalty of 3 cents. So they're still in business. The only thing that is not profitable now is the storage thing. And like Senator Lucas said, the 35 cent clearance that they have been getting has several other fees. So that 35 cent will still be paid. But this time around, the 35 cent are going to go to streamers or connects or bully, as they saying. That 35 cent, only 5 cent will stay with them.
Okay, Max.
10 cent going for the benefit of our people. 9 cent of the 30 cent. We send them to go bring equipment in the country. When you hear say equipment going to Saros, equipment going to Lofa for us to fix our road, instead of going to few people, it can be benefit Liberians.
Thank you, Crispy. Thank you.
They need to know that.
Let's take other calls.
Very happy.
Thank you. Let's take other calls. Let's take you. Hello?
Clarence, good morning. This is Deacon Johnson.
Yeah, Deacon Johnson.
So I just called to weigh in a bit. I think the Senate acted appropriately. The only problem I see in that whole transaction is the role played by the LPRC. They are playing dual roles. That should be an issue of contention. They are playing a role of providing supervision or guarding the process, and at the same
Doesn't the law give them that role at this stage, at the moment?
I don't think so, really, because you cannot be a judge and a juror at the same time.
Okay, Deacon Johnson, thank you.
It will be putting a lot of people out of bounds. I
Thank
think
you.
they should be talked about that.
Thank you. Jack, call your radio off, boss man. Call that radio off. Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Clarence Jackson.
Good morning, man. Good morning.
This is Chifila Samuel Banto from Bioba.
Oh, Theophilus, my dear brother. Let's hear you.
Look, good morning, you know. I mean, I just found it difficult to really get, to understand your guys, your studio guys, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really get in their, their explanation. I don't know what they're expecting in the petroleum market. Because if you want to discuss such a matter on the radio, you should be knowledgeable enough to be able to discuss it. You should have read the contract with most ability, read the act that created the LPRC, their do's and don'ts, and all of those things. Then if you have the authority over the matter, the subject matter, then you come to advocate. But you're dangling around the place, you're asking that question, they will not answer, they will deviate. That is not politics. It's not I would say. It's a business you're going to discuss. You got to be to the point.
Okay, Theophilus. Let's go back here. Hello?
Morning, Clarence.
Good morning, sir.
Clarence, my name is Abraham. Abraham Kurma. I call you from Ghana.
Yeah, Abraham, let's hear you.
Thank you, Clarence. Clarence, the corner before this one said he had problem with the role LPRC played. I think maybe if he gets the ad that created the LPRC, you will understand better the role LPRC should play and what role they are playing. Clarence, this is not strange. When LPRC moved to import their own product, you saw a whole lot of leaflets flying around. This will happen, that will happen. At the end of the day, you see what is happening on the market. Everything has stabilized. We are moving forward. So before the young people go to school, and Clarence, this is our problem in this country. A whole lot of us as young people will allow people just throw things at us, use us as ventriloquists, go in the public and say what we have absolutely no idea about. And it's unfortunate. This country will not remain as it is. We will move this country forward, and we will do so in the interest of the greater good of the Liberian people. Let people understand that this particular issue is completely clear and simple. That's the reason why the man who say the law is the law cannot go to the law, because he has no standing, completely no standing. You understand that very well. And we will continue to ensure that the Liberian people interest is protected. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back to the ground now. Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah?
This is Lucky Sama from Lokinton.
Yeah.
Let me say thank you this morning for inviting the gentleman in studio. Well, I think we have to be very patriotic as Liberians. If we don't do so, we harming our country.
You guys pay for the show to the business office. Go ahead. I just wanted to set the record straight.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that we have to be patriotic as a citizen. If we do so, we harming our country.
Okay.
You know, yesterday when Mr. Blake was on show discussing the matter, I checked Sierra Leone, Liberia is up, I think Liberia is $17 per ton. While Sierra Leone is $10 per ton. I checked one of the countries that have $9. Other countries have $9 per ton. You have $17, it was above 17, but now it's dropping to 7. We still crying that, oh, we harming our business. So our business people are quite different from Sierra Leone business people. But let's establish this thing today. Every day I hear them asking whether the Senate have the authority this thing supposed to start from this. You remember Mr. Jackson during the former pro tem and the former speaker that they went to the court before on the same financial matter that is supposed to start from the Senate? The former speaker of Achima and the former pro tem, they went to court before on the same matter. They said every financial matter shall start, but the Supreme Court make it clear the matter that's supposed to originate from the legislature, it should be a new budget or new financial instrument.
Okay, thank you. Let's take the final call. Go to our guest. We got to give them sufficient time to respond. Hello.
Clarence, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
I want to say hands up to your guests.
and I think I'm on their side. This case is more political, vulnerability or institute. I want to contract call and couldn't go through. Clarence, this case is more political than business, the way people look at it. Listen, the most singular mistake Musa ability made was to establish a political institution that is threatening other politicians right now. At their around, LPDP was formed in July 2015. The moment Alex Starlot bought those fleet of cars, he toured the various counties. It was the beginning of a downfall. Now, the moment Prince Red in Magidi County said, as soon as he got a position, he said he wanted to become senator of Magidi County. It was the beginning of his downfall. Musa Benete has threatened Magibi, he has threatened Bon County and other counties. And you think what they're going for? They're going for, look, what makes the men strong is what they're going for. This is more political than business or the deal. Musa Benete will understand the political giants in this country. You don't play with Nukwe. And I don't know, you don't play with Nuku, you don't play with Mo, you don't play with certain guys who have been entrenched of the real guys of the Unity Party. They know how to bring people down easily. And I give you an example of people that were brought down. Forget about all the things people are talking, say, go to Senate, the contract or what of you. Those guys are not looking at it. Musa Benete have become a threat because he sees this, he bought fleet of cars, traveling in the various counties, making new friends, setting on headquarters. They want to see it down. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me just squeeze in one other more. Say we got 60, we'll do 15 minutes exactly. Hello, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 minute. Yes, sir, go ahead. You're okay now.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
When I hear people say Musa Benete is a threat, Musa Benete is...
What's your name, sir?
My name is Abel Plaki.
Okay.
When I hear people say Musa is no threat to anything, he wants for ANC to go 1%. Then he say, how can such an individual be a threat? I just want to invite my brothers to go and read. I want to continue from where Maswell Grace started. When you want to defend people, you need to understand exactly why you want to defend it. This is not COP. This is not CDC. This is pure market. And this is in the interest of the people. Are you saying to the very Liberian you think you want to advocate for that the money that goes back to them does not mean well for them? You're talking about several millions that goes to the 15 counties that's supposed to benefit the very people you say you are advocating for. Isn't that a contradiction? Musa Benete have got no threat to nobody. He's going nowhere. After 2029, nothing you're going to see. There's a man who take car from people. Took car from Klatume and Daniel Sando. Once you get vexed, you disagree with Musa Benete.
The party took cars from them. I'm not sure.
No, it's the Musa Benete that took car. You're taking the money from your pocket. One man taking money from your pocket buying car. When you disagree with him, he's taking the car from you. That political party there.
All right, Plaki. Thank you so much. Let's go back to our guests. Guys, we'll come back. You listen to the exchange.
Yeah. And so quickly, like I said initially, you wanted me to not say that. People see this entire process. People comes to the disco with their intoxicated political sentiment. All of the cause, it proved that. People are yet to understand that there are 3 terminus operators. Nobody is bothering about connects. Nobody is bothering about Boni investment. You know why? Because Mr. Musa has some ability of streamers.
Affect everybody, right?
Yeah. And so this is our point.
So why are the others not complaining? That's the call.
No, because Musa Belete is a political man who enjoys the media, comes to the media, and Musa Belete is the easiest reference point. Nobody is not bothered about the other 2 importers, how many money they are making. But people are angry, how do they want making money and taking money? No. Someone said we should go to court. Which one? The court? The court that have been consistently violated and disrespected by this government? Which one the court are we going to?
People have gone to court, they've won their cases.
In no way so far changed the reality that when these people go to court now, the same court that said the unconstitutional removal of Honorable Fonati Kofa was wrong up to today, we know on the after the effect of that. Then someone talk about because of the quote-unquote soil reduction and so prices have been stabilized. That is the magnitude of ignorance. You see, prices of petroleum products are not imposed or set or fixed by the government of Liberia. I can, for example, FNC and the one can be controlling how people can talk on radio. No, you are not the owner and producer. So once you cannot produce a particular goods and service or commodity, you can set the price. Prices are set by international plates.
We can, for example, we can regulate not how people talk on radio, but how people refer to other people.
So at the end of the day, it means the government of Liberia only regulate prices and not set prices. So when the prices go up or come down, that is not the prerogative of the government. Unlike yesterday where people weaponized propaganda and misinformation, wanting it to believe that when prices were going on, a job were up. No, there are international factors and principles responsible for that.
No, but there are institutions of the government that will set prices.
Only regulate.
Ministry of Commerce,
no,
LPRC.
It's regulate.
They come out. LPRC sometimes come out with prices of petroleum
yes.
on the market.
And so the normal price circular that you can see, that is a regulation. But prices benchmark are set by international plates. You get fact checker here now. The fact checker can check it. Prices worldwide are set by international factors. It's called the international plate. If someone made another mistake, taking the money, and the first argument is no one is taking money. People are Clarence. Someone is making 35 cents for storage. We add those storage. You see, we are being ungrateful.
What's wrong with taking monies that were going in individual pockets to the government, using the law and redistributing it to reflect the country?
That is the fundamental mistake of wanting to believe and set the argument that is going to individual pocket. That is the fundamental mistake. You must understand and ask yourself, the question is, when the LPRC get into the business of importing and storage, the LPRC was funded as far back as 1989. When the LPRC started talking, say, we want to be selling gas station and want to be operating gas station, people are not asking the hard questions.
No, for the LPRC, it's not operating gas stations.
No,
they are not.
No,
where is an LPRC gas station?
So, I'm speaking with clear sense of information. LPRC is leading all the plane.
No. But don't give her the impression that LPRC is LPRC operating gas stations.
No, I'm making a statement, and let me learn on the thought. When the LPRC start to say they will get into importation, building gas station, because that is the subject. When we get into the business and we get our own set gas stations and substations around, then we can compete with the importers.
But importation is the right of LPRC. That other managing director, they didn't do it, does not negate the fact that this one can do it because it is by law.
Then you justify the argument of political expedience because it is politically feasible now, so that is why you're doing it. You see our argument? We are said consistently. Here is my submission of the major cross of my argument. The Senate involvement is wrong. It was unthoughtful. The Senate was being more political. As a matter of fact, political also, all of their oversight are political oversight. Here is how you do it. We are not against on the reduction of fees. Hear me very right. We are not against the reduction of fees. We are demanding that it be done in a framework that both the importers and the government of Liberia benefit. How is that possible? It is possible when you calculate the operating cost dividend.
Okay, let's hear. I'm sorry.
And let me just end quickly.
And let's go to
It is possible when you calculate the on the operating expenses of the various terminal storage people. Then you come to their expenses. Then you will know the margin of profitability. At that level now you can be the phone. But you just can wake up and one senator they take calculator, because I listen to him on one of the platform. He just took calculator, he calculated 35 cents times the importation of 154,600,000 gallons of gasoline imported annually to the country. And he saw money. He said no. He said there's the money going to individual. So it is wrong.
It was okay. Assuming it was a Senate decision, you have opposition senators over there. I was reading the list the other day. You have people who signed this thing. Opposition senators who signed. They're necessarily not United Party senator. They signed this thing.
So other senators too are against it. You listen to Senator Coker the other day. He said this thing is politically motivated. So the argument of Senate, you see, Article 34 of our Constitution is very clear.
Except that I think Coker was not in the Senate when it did this. But besides that, when a legislature is collectively the decision of the legislature, especially when majority sign.
It come back to an evidence of what we are saying, that the Senate were wrong. Because you know what? According to the Constitution of our country, both horses must be in agreement with a particular decision. So the Senate signing is not binding. It is a proposal. It remains a dangerous proposal that should not go through.
So let me begin with the Senate. Jackson, I believe these guys are not serious. You see, there is the adage that says, he who come with equity must come with clean hands. If the Senate are really focused on generating resources, the first thing they should focus on now is to cut costs on their benefits. They should start from there. And then they go to public corporations, government, state-owned enterprises. These guys, we buy them scratch car, fuel their vehicle, pay their horse help, and get them excess resources. Once they are senator, every other thing they are doing, to some extent, the Liberian people pay for it. We agree the court they want to impose on the terminus owner. Let's take it from that point and accept it, Jackson. Can an institution of such caliber run on 5 cents generated? That's the big question. And that's why some of the inherently political people who
fasten in a tune of thousands of gallons.
Jackson, if you even do the calculation, you can report the figure at 2 million. You do the calculation. We raise it to 2 million per month and do the calculation. The thing you understand is that there are 3 importers, not importers, for terminus owner there.
Terminal owners.
And when the importers bring their fuel or their gasoline, they decide where to take it. It is possible at a certain point in time, a particular terminal owner will not be having that particular number of fuel in storage. So, with that fasting, do you think that institution will be able to pay her staff? I mean, maintaining the workforce they have, do that transportation network and all the other things, servicing their loan and all of that. So that's why we continue to say this is unjust, it's unfair. Yet our recommendation, yet what we think should be done. LPRC should be able to invite these actors on the table. And both of them should be able to flip the pages and come to a perfect price margin. We saw this thing happening in previous administration around here. But let me end on this, Jackson. When these things are happening and we see people, especially other business people who feel they are not affected now, they are silent about these things. But trust me, today is the terminus owner. Tomorrow, it could be the people who are importing rice. Day after tomorrow, it could be even the radio stations with LTA. They will start to go after institutions that are independent, institutions that become very critical about government policy. And that's why, as advocates, we decided to take the stage and speak the truth to power.
Okay, Foley, let's conclude with you. Very short.
So, in my conclusion, somewhere I read, it says, when the king fought the Jewish, the Germans were on battle because it didn't affect them. Then the king fought the Spanish. Then the king fought the Italians. At the end of the day, when you are the last person, there's no one to stand up for you. This particular imposition and reduction on the storage owners, and as a matter of fact, the money have not been taken away completely. The 35 cents still stands. It stands. But 30 is going to LPRC and the government of Liberia, and only 5 cents leaving to people who constructed, who took loans. That is the highest height of wickedness. The 35 cents still stands there. So to the people with an intoxicated political party sentiment, the 35 cent fees, it still exists. People are still paying for it. The 35 cent storage, people are still paying for it. But you're paying for it in a form and manner now. 5 cent stays with the people who took international finance debt, spend money, invest there. At the end of the day, you only getting 5, and 30 cents is going to air price in the government. That's the higher form of wickedness. So let me end on this argument.
You gotta conclude. Yeah, let's go.
To conclude, the Senate were unjust, ill-informed, very ill-informed. You cannot start to use the business sector to secure your political campaign fund. It is unthoughtful. So here's my final summation. My summation is, the Senate must do the honorable thing, not by just calculating revenue income. How many gallons you can and 35 cents? He said, no. Look at the expense of the other people. And if people are very honest that this money is going to the Liberian people, the money should not be going to on the same LPRC account. For example, you have 3.3 cents who will be going to road fund. Let it go to national road fund. Somebody might be keeping it. You talk about money and to support HIV and AIDS. Let it go to Ministry of Health. So until we reach a point where people will be respected, their expenses will be wrong. Because at the end of the day, international partners are following. No serious partner want to come to a country where they will sign a 25-year agreement with the government of Liberia. And once some money, somebody just will go and say, I want to be importing and managing chicken feed too. It is wrong. It's utterly wrong.
Thank you so much. We're taking a break. We're expecting Senator Darius Dillon. We're taking a very short break. We'll be back.
So let us all celebrate a peaceful election for unity and prosperity. Yeah! Ooh la la! Trouble is, we serve a problem.
like I said, man, I'll have to do that next week. I'll look for some professionals in the petroleum sector, pros and cons to discuss this thing. Yes, I will always invite experts to come and talk about these issues. My guests who just left pay for the slot in the business office. It was not one of the regular invitations that I will extend to people. No. I will try to get some of the experts to come on the radio. So we have an appreciation, right? Some of the real things. Okay, the OK Morning Rock. It seems Senator DeLong is not going to make it. I haven't gotten any call nor a text message yet. But let's go on.
We don't want the trouble. We don't want the palava. We don't want the trouble. We don't want the palava. Yeah. Let's come together and work together, baby. Trouble is thing will solve our problem, mama. Discrimination will solve our problem, papa. We don't want no hala hala. We don't want no confusion. We don't want no hala hala. We don't want no confusion, yeah.
In the next couple of minutes, we'll design something. We should never be short of ideas. Zach and Jiba, something of the 80s. I think this was in 1983. I could be right. Jenkins spelling now. What year was this? I mean, I'm an extended consultant on Liberian music. Morning to old man David Coty. I don't know what is his middle name. David Ernest Coty. Mr. Coty, is your middle name Ernest? That's what Blessing is telling me. How much you getting a yard of money? Okay. Coming up shortly, we'll place a spotlight on the educational sector. We'll talk something about education. And I would like to hear from parents. Has anything changed? Are tuition fees reduced? Have they climbed up? What did you pay last year? What are you paying this year? Is it doubling? What's about uniform? Are the schools demanding that you're only buying the uniforms from them? We need to place a little bit of spotlight on education with specific focus on those things I talk about. School fees. Have you noticed any change, or are there changes? That will be coming up very shortly.
This world is not for war. God made us to be together, live as one. Black, white, red, blue, brown, yellow. So we don't want the trouble. We don't want the palava. We don't want the trouble. We don't want the palava. Yeah. Let's come together and work together. Oh. Trouble is in, we solve our problem, mama. Discrimination, we solve our problem, mama. We don't want no hala. We don't want no confusion. We don't want no hala. We don't want no confusion, yeah. Let's celebrate and have a good time, brothers. Let's celebrate and have a good time, sisters. Let your hands and live together, baby. So, oh, sweet Liberia, land of liberty. Oh, sweet Liberia, land of freedom. Oh, sweet Liberia, let's rejoice and sing. Sweet Liberia.
NotEveryHour.com. Exclusive on NotEveryHour.com.
This is the song that will lead us through that conversation, or lead us to that conversation. This is Minister Louis Kulako, the flag of Liberia. So patriotic.
Of Liberia, it's flying all the time. Showing allegiance, showing loyalty to this nation, Liberia. Declaration of Independence was signed in 1847. 11 nations of people, we are known as First Republic, the Lone Star shining evermore. The flag of Liberia is flying all the time. Showing allegiance, showing loyalty. This nation, Liberia. If my people who are called by money, we humble themselves and seek my face, I will rise and heal their nation. Liberia will rise again. Nations will come to your rising. I prophesy, kingdom will come to your life. Together, let's keep the peace. Cause in unity, we will build our nation. Ever, Liberia, ever.
Okay, so to have the discussion, I am opening an exclusive line for our mothers, for the women.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of Liberia and to the republic for which it stands. One nation, indivisible, with
It's
liberty
supposed to be
and
indivisible,
justice
with liberty
for all.
and justice for everybody, for all of us. Minister Louis Kulako, thank you there so much. So let's talk a little bit about education. You heard what I said. We have a specific focus. I want to hear from parents and guardians about their kids' school fees comparing to last year. Has anything changed? What are you paying? What did you pay last year, for example? Why do you think anything is changing? Are the school fees going up? The tuition and fees, let me say it that way. Are the tuition and fees gone up to the extent that it is shocking to you? Have the schools added additional fees? What additional fees are you paying? What do you want to say to the government? What do you want the Ministry of Education to hear? For the women, you can call 0777 46 4050. Only for women. 0777 46 4050. And the other two lines are 0777 700-995 and 0555-995-995. Let's talk about education, specifically referencing tuition and fees. Whether they've increased, whether they brought it down a little bit. Are you still being told to buy the uniform only from the schools? What do you think? Is the Ministry of Education letting you alone? Are they strong on some of the issues? Let's talk about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep.
I'm Olen the word calls from the Freeport, Morovia.
Okay.
Okay, my attention has been drawn specifically to the cadet institution. I don't know if the Ministry of Education have oversight over the cadet institution, but
the Ministry of Oversight got oversight all of the institutions in the country.
Okay, that one I don't know because I need to know because the the cadet schools allow us to buy the uniform for $45 for one set of uniform.
$45 US.
Which is high. And then the trouble about it is you have to go pick up the slip from the warehouse, from the Don Bosco school, and go to an ID bank, go through the stress of paying for the uniform, then come back to the warehouse to pick up the uniform. It's stressful for parents. The ministry need to look at that and adjust it. The cadet school is not above the Ministry of Education.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Clarence Jackson.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning to the Liberian people. This is Raymond Sir Charlie. I join you from the Uru Bill this morning.
Yep.
Okay, Clarence, I got two kids. Last year I paid $760 US for them. And this year I'm paying $700 US for them. I think $60 was paid.
Okay.
And then I love the woman I got
especially at the time when both of them passed to the next class, right?
Yeah, both of them passed to the next class. So I love the woman so much because even the uniform, we just buy the uniform for the school. You just show the club. You go buy the uniform $20. You say you show it for your children. You want to school. Buy uniform. You show it for your children. You show it for your children.
What's the name of that school? Can you call the name of the school?
The school is Reservoir Step at Skyway Junction.
Okay.
Reservoir Step at Skyway Junction, and the woman also, the parents came together last year. They want to drill. They want for the children to drill. The woman said, no, I will not do it because I don't want to put extra burden on the parent. So if you want for a child to drill, can a child to different school for this school, there's no training here. And she is the manager for also Ella Liberia. She owns the school. They brought to Ella Liberia. Manager, she owns the school. The one is doing extremely well. So
okay, those are the things we want to hear. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. The female line, at least you forget 0777 464050. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning. I'm Clarence.
Yeah, you are live. You are live, sir.
My name is Maxwell and I'm over Oral Smart.
Yeah, Maxwell.
Yeah, Clarence, I think the school my child is in no increased situation. In fact, the class we're in last year, she got there, she still maintaining her same situation.
Okay.
It got it, so the school go sell uniform to parents on the campus. We buy a uniform outside.
Okay, so the school is not comparing parents to buy uniform only for the school.
Yeah, I'm speaking of Haywood Mission High School, sir.
What's the name of the school?
Haywood.
Oh, Haywood Mission High School. So,
yeah.
So Haywood is saying, look, you can buy a uniform outside. We just want it to be the uniform.
Yes.
And you also realize there is no increment in the tuition and fees.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk to a woman. This line should be a woman. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm calling from 16th Street.
Okay.
So I got this issue. So last year I was paying 16,000 for my daughter in 8th grade.
In 8th grade, 16,000.
Yes. And this year she passed it enough. I'm paying 24,700.
1824, so additional 6,000 plus.
Yes. And my problem is.
What do you know about the last year? Have you asked how much they were paying in 8th grade?
Yeah, last year I was paying 16,000.
No, what I'm saying, you say your daughter was in what class?
She was in 8th grade.
She passed to 9th grade. So did you ask what they were paying in 9th grade last year? Because that will give you any information to know what they were increment.
So I asked, but then they said that is the usual thing for the wire classes. They pay more fees.
Okay. So the additional fees are for the wire.
Yes, but that is excluding the wire.
The wire fee. Maybe for study club purpose or stuff like those.
I don't know for them. But my problem here is the child is in 9th grade and they are demanding us to buy some things like tissue, data, and grammar sheet.
For that 9th grade student?
Yes. So I said, daycare school, no, only daycare you can pay. So I even sent a child for installment. They refused installment because they said I didn't bring the requirement.
You won't call the name of the school?
Data. Yeah, the school is in the Universal Christian School, right to 72nd.
Universal Christian School.
Yes.
So even though your child in 9th grade, they say you must bring tissue, data, all the one for the bathroom.
Yes.
Excluding all the tuition and fees you pay.
Excluding, and they even refused the first installment because I didn't bring the requirement.
Okay, let me hear another Liberian woman. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning.
Yeah, patient always calling from Short Surgery.
Yeah, patient, talk like you want to talk to me now. Talk, let me hear you good. Yeah, patient.
You getting me?
Yeah, well now.
Yeah. Yeah, last year my son was in some free and I was paying 17,000. I even put in your my daughter year 14, but this year, when I went to go register going back to the 8th grade, they were telling us we're paying 25,000. Then I said, what?
Last year you were paying 17.
Yes, 17,000.
You was in what?
You were in 7th grade.
You were in 7th grade. So he passed to 8th grade, they tell you 25, so 8,000 plus.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I asked the woman, I said, but why are today? She said, but you don't know the country high. And even Mr. Jackson.
So, but, did you ask how much the 8th graders were paying last year?
Last year, she said, 8th grader were paying, I think, 21,000.
So they added like 4,000 plus.
Yes, that's what she told me. I said, but things that they.
What's about uniform? Are you sewing your uniform outside yourself?
No, they say we should buy the uniform in the school.
How much for the uniform?
The uniform like $20, then the Piso like $25.
Yeah. So, but the uniform are what? Are the trousers and the shirt? Are just one suit, $20?
That one suit, the trouser, they don't trouser with the shirt.
Okay.
Then with someone else, I share you buy the shirt extra.
The shirt extra.
Yeah, you buy it.
Do you know what it was a PTA decision? Because in some of the schools, we can just be saying that the parents and second agree, they can say, yeah, let's do it.
But the problem is that when if during the PTA, if people are having to count on things very high, you can just get at least what being something that you carry small. Things are not.
All right,
yes.
Patience. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Clarence.
Yeah, let's hear you.
My name is Brother Lawrence, and I call you from Governorship.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Boulevard.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year for me, I have a problem with where my son was attending. Last year, we were paying for 6th grade, we were paying $49,850.
For 6th grade?
Yeah, $48,850. That is the waiting to get school in Somalia job. But to my almost surprise, this year, it caught everyone of our attention. 7th grade is 70,000.
So in 6th grade, you were paying a little over 48,000. Almost, let me say, almost 49,000.
Yes.
In 6th grade last year.
Yes.
But this year, 7th grade, they're talking about almost double that number.
Yes, that was surprised everybody. You know, it's shocking everyone. Only for us to find out from it, they say they are carrying on improvement on the campus and what have you. And I don't know. The school fee is too high. Even though that school can teach.
That 70,000 you're talking about, did you ask, because I'm asking everybody the same question, because to have an appreciation of whether they're adding or they subtracted, you need to know how much that class was paying the other year. How much did they say 7th grade were paying last year?
Last year, 7th grade were paying less than 50,000.
They were paying less than 50. But now they're paying 70.
Yes.
Excluding the uniform?
Excluding uniform.
You buying uniform cloth by yourself, or the school say only them, only it?
No, the school allow you to.
The school allows you to buy the uniform outside, not only from it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk to.
Me, I'm an old student. My son is an old student, so he already got a uniform.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Piso.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Prince P. Wilson. I phone you from the Georgia District, North 10 to beside School Road this morning.
Yeah.
Well, I think I called to inform you that there are some schools that they think that the school tuition, especially for the fellow who just come from Haywood. I've had my kids all along in Haywood. My first daughter also got.
Oh, sir, I didn't cut you off. You went off the line. 0777-700-995. Female line 0777-464050. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, pertaining to the school fee, like the school my son attended last year was paying 22,300 for this year.
In what? Listen, in what class?
February last year. February was paying 23,000.
You mean grade 5?
Yeah, grade 5.
And you were paying 23,000 plus.
Yes.
And he has passed to the 6th grade.
Yeah, 6th grade. Then they increased it to 33,000. Why if he's not there?
But is that increment? The child was in 5th. You were paying what?
23.
But the child part to 6.
Yeah.
You paying 33.
Yeah, last year at the same money, other 6 graders were paying.
Okay, but that's the meat of the matter. So last year, other 6th graders were still paying 23.
Yeah.
But this year you heard that this year they carried to 33. So they added 10 additional thousand.
Yeah.
Is it excluding uniform? Because some of the schools, you pay your money, uniform, everything in it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, uniform, everything in it, but we asked them why was the 10,000 increasement. They said the children in 6th grade, they had to do this, they had to do that, they had to practice, they had to go for practice, had to march now for the closing program, for the wire fee, correction fee. Now in that money, we're paying that one 2 extra.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Let me. Well, 6th grade can be graded. Your PTA, you can be telling the people say 6th grade and 9th grade. Maybe government just need to come up with policy. 6th grade, 9th grade, no graduation. 12th grade, yeah, understandable. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Banazé.
What's your full name?
I just wanted to be anonymous because I want to get some information on school.
No, but sometimes that anonymity, sometimes it can hurt us because people will say, man, if the man where you would have called his name.
Okay, I'm Anthony.
Anthony who?
Nimne.
All right. I see the guy won't call it. Yeah. Go ahead, Nimne.
Okay, so I was paying 47,000 for my son last year.
In what class?
In Nursery C2.
Nursery what?
Nursery C.
The nursery school then can confuse people say this time because you can see nursery A, nursery B, nursery 2, nursery D, all kind of nursery, different things.
The nursery C and the nursery A on the information sheet, all of them paying the same money. So last they were paying 47,000 and got promoted to the nursery A now, which they call ABC. And now the school fee is 63,000.
So you are promoted from one class to another. But do you know how much people were paying for that class that he's in now? Last year?
The nursery C and the nursery A, the information sheet, all of them paying the same money.
Last year?
Yes.
So
even this year says on the same, but they increase the school fee to 6.
Okay, I'm ready now. I didn't get something over there. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Clarence, Mo Ali here. I got serious interest in this topic.
Yeah, Mo.
And here's what I have. Okay, so my kids are in Catholic school. In the Catholic school, I haven't observed any vast increment in the tuition. They've been there from kindergarten. But then I sponsor around 29 kids from my community in various schools. And one thing is, one of the schools, we clear the first semester fees for all the kids that I'm sponsoring there. Then, before the end of the semester, the first semester exam, and they were demanding that we clear second semester.
Before second semester?
Before second semester, just the first semester, the first year, that final exam for the first semester. Then they say, they put the kids out, they say you got to clear for second semester. I wrote and told them, I said, look, if you don't do it this one, it's not only that I will go to Ministry of Education, but I will take you to court. Because I have cleared my sponsor, my scholarship student for the first semester. Let them take it. If I don't pay for the second semester, then you can.
The exam they were about to take was the first semester final exam.
Precisely. Then they were demanding second semester fee while we've already paid for the first semester, which was not when many schools do that. Also, the uniform issue, there are schools, that still to do. As a matter of fact, some of the schools, they now put their stamp on the uniform that they are selling.
Exactly, so that you can duplicate it or you can buy it out.
Exactly, which makes it impossible to just buy. So if I'm a poor parent, I don't have the money to buy uniform from the school, $25. It means that I can buy a cloth or something.
And sometimes when they tell you $30, $40 for the uniform, literally that's something that you can just come water side and buy the cloth and sew and everything less than $20.
Now you have to pay for that. Then you pay for PE uniform extra. And some of the PE uniform are just the ordinary jerseys now.
And some of the school beside PE uniform, they showing Vashe again. You got to pay for the Vashe. I don't know what supposed to be wearing Vashe
pay
in
for
school.
everything, and all these things are increasing the cost on parents. So like I am sponsoring 29 students in my community. That's a lot.
What do you think is the way for? How do we put an end to some of these things?
Clarence, when we were coming over in elementary school, high school, nobody compared, or as a matter of fact, schools were not selling uniform. They will only tell you, for example, they don't want different color.
Just buy the same
using
uniform.
maroon and pink, they will tell you, okay, this is the
In fact, the school will just give you maybe piece of the cloth and say carry to your parents.
Exactly. That's what they used to do. They say this is the particular pink that you want, so that people can bring different shades of pink, either sky blue or navy blue. This is what we want. But to do the uniform and say you must buy it from the school, and they make it so expensive, where you could use $5 or $10 to buy uniform.
And for physical education, we used to bring our own thing and wear your own jersey, wear your own short trousers or your sneaker.
Exactly. Now they do all that one. Then you have to buy it from the school. Even after paying all the exorbitant fees and everything, so it's a problem.
Maybe a larger stakeholder conversation will help. Thank you, Mo. Involving the Ministry of Education. I think they have the National PTA Board and all these people. We need to have a real conversation. The school thing in the country. In fact, some of the school campuses, you go there, you just weak. You go to some of the places, they say that school here. It kills your spirit. You go on a place, they say at school. You just weak. Hello?
How you doing, Clarence?
Councillor Augustine too. How are you, old man?
I'm okay, not as good as you are, baby.
I mean, they begin to find a papier.
Oh yeah, they begin running away from the woman.
The power about the old man to see the old man get it. Like all the DOT. See the old man, you will die. The old man see you, you will die.
So you make your mind what you want to do.
Yeah, you got to see the old man. No escape for that one there.
Okay, Clarence. Look, Clarence, my concern about the whole thing talking about, yes, it's a uniform business I'm talking about. I mean, I don't see no logic. The schools are forcing parents to buy uniform for the school. I mean, some of us, the load are on all the amount of people that come to work for our system. We don't want to talk about it. But people need to do better. All you need is the uniformity you need. Anyway, maroon is maroon. I want to wear VS Tottenham High School. Nobody asks us to buy uniform for the school when we go to school. I mean, they would have played our cherry uniform at Oreo, so you go to Oreo. If you could not afford to go to Oreo, you go to Waterside, you buy your maroon cloth, you sew your trousers, you got your white shirt, you went to school. And even the children now, they ask you going to pay $20 for one set of uniform. I can take that $20 and go down Waterside and buy 1 year. And sew 3 trousers, short trousers for my granddaughter or for my grandson. So I think Ministry of Education need to cut off some of the hardship on the parents by telling these schools not to force parents to buy uniform from their various schools. I think it's out of control now.
Okay, Councillor Too, thank you so much. Let me take another caller right on this line. I run away, man. Hello.
Hello, Clarence.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, sir.
This is George Lobo. Phoning in from the AV Turbo Road. Clarence, I'm touched by the conversation because myself went to high school here. But I think, given the circumstances back then, today I would not have been able to go to school. These schools are really, really burdening parents, and it's not only with uniforms. The fees they charge, and like you said, some of these school campuses they do not have the necessary requisite conditions for learning, and I'm wondering why should schools in this country be charging $800, $2,000, $3,000? What are they teaching them? Are they teaching people how to get rich or what? And let me say this: when you come, even look at the ministry the other day. The ministry rolled out a graduation fee, Clarence, because I had to pay one for one of my nieces recently. It will amaze you to know that the school...
People don't even honor it.
Yeah, guess what they did? They said because the ministry said no private school should charge more than $100 US, the school then said the graduation is $100. But for the children to wear gown, to do this, to do that, they made it $175. They put the parent under the impression that the $100 is a requirement by the Ministry of Education. The $75 is for the child to wear gown, this and that. So I asked the mother, I said, so $100, what does that give you? Is it just for the diploma? I said, in which country? And but I think the Ministry of Education really needs to put its feet down and save the parents, because a lot of parents are struggling with these high school fees, high charges, all kinds of requirements. I mean, I wonder if someone would have been able to go to school if the conditions were to exist like the way they are today. It's extremely difficult, and I really do feel for parents, because I have people who sometimes will come to you to ask you, can you assist me? When you look at the information sheet, it's extremely embarrassing. It's not only embarrassing, but it's pathetic. I feel for a parent who makes $200 US a month, who has to pay rent, who has to take care of school fees. Even if they have 2 kids, they will not be able to send their children to school. This is getting ridiculous in this country. It has to stop at some point in time. And this is why I personally, like I said, I have told the Ministry of Education folks, and we continue. I just hope that you guys on the radio, continue to elevate this conversation. You're engaged the Ministry of Education folks, all of them, so that way we can find a solution to these things. These are serious problems that needs to be addressed. Thank you very much for the conversation, brother.
Thank you, Josh. We'll not stop these kinds of conversations. They're for the good of all of us. All of us. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence Junction. This is Mohammed Barry, the president of the Fuller Business Association of Liberia.
All right, Barry.
Yeah, thank you very much, Clarence Junction. There's so many couple of issues. We already listen to people showing their concerns and what have you. But to the discussion, the business community, especially those that are involved into textiles and the tailor union, they are complaining for the fact of the matter, the schools, because everything has a season. The season of school, there were the textiles making business, like our people down water side, Happy Corner, and most especially, they are not making money because of the fact of the matter, bulk of the schools, they are selling the uniforms. Compulsory, one. Number two, those our people that are importing bags. They send me the school bag, and the school imposing to the students and to the parents as well. So the fees of the fees of the school fees is very, very high. And you imposing, I don't know what the measure the Minister of Education is doing, most especially the legislature. Our Senator McGill, he's the chair on our committee. So we have to look at some of these things. We're already crying that the country is hard. The president is doing his best to make things to be normal as usual, like normal days. But notwithstanding, people are using the school activities as a commercial business.
Thank you, sir.
And
the worst thing I've noticed is that in the midst of all the increase in tuition and fees by some of the schools, when you hear how much the teachers make and take home, you will get sick.
You get sick, exactly. But let me make it understand. We're going to have a meeting with the Minister of Commerce very soon. So the Minister of Commerce will have a meeting with the Minister of Education. Because we cannot be paying taxes to the government. At the end of the day, somebody will not make the money. The school is doing everything. I don't know what kind of taxes the LRA is collecting for those schools. Because they're making money more than even the business board are paying taxes to the government. So this thing got to stop. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. And like I said, the worst thing is some of the schools charging all these monies. Yet, let some of the teachers tell you how much they can make per month. Hello?
Hello, Kara Jasi.
Yeah?
First number on the station.
No, we ain't get first and call up any bossman. Sorry.
Bossman.
But now the way you talking, so other people on the line now.
Thank you. Let's go ahead.
Call your name. Let's go ahead.
Okay, my name is Momo. Calling for John CV.
Okay.
My issue is with Minister of Education. The opponent has no system. If the child pass to next class, I think they should allocate from elementary to so place. So fees should be paid. From 9th grade to 10th grade, so fees should be paid. But the judge is open that. So that while the school are taking advantage over it.
Okay, sir. We're talking education. Let's go back here. Hello?
Good morning, Piso.
Good morning, Uncle.
My name is Abel Plaki.
You're breaking in this time around.
Oh, are you getting me now? My name is Abel Plaki.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is good. Just as we do not respect holidays in our country, that's how we don't obey the fees that the government levied.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no holiday in this country was observed by business people. When they say holiday, you go waterside, you go to allow rail, everybody's selling this normal day. So what I think the Ministry of Education needs to do is to constitute or reinvigorate if you have 2-3 schools lock up or fine heavily and those schools are paid, the fines are paid into government covers, some of these things will be curtailed. But you see, the ministry wouldn't announce. Take for example, George Lobo was talking about graduation fee. The government would just announce, but it doesn't monitor. You say $400 for private school, but schools pay $200. I spoke at a graduation when people pay $150. Even right now in my DBA, you got schools charging you $150. They will tell you for all kinds of things. The worst thing about it, some schools are still having classes in the churches, in the mosque. The government has said nothing about it. How do you go and petition the church? You pull Maxo, you pull Blaboso, and people sitting in the sanctuary, you say that's school. You understand? The other day, the government came down here with Bukos University. I said, government come back to us to tell us some of those universities that have, met up with the requirement.
Yeah, exactly. So, what has happened to them? There was a long list. The Commission on Higher Education published.
Yeah, when you make the kinds of law, get a task force. I mean, the government through the Ministry of Education have initiated some reform. But the thing here, the enforcement is a serious problem. We all have got these problems. My daughter is in a Catholic school, right? You have to come to Don Bosco on 8th Street to buy the uniform. They don't sell it in Kakata. Imagine. So my daughter is in St. Christopher Catholic School in Kakata, but I have to come to Don Bosco to buy it. You see that? I have to come. How many parents will leave from Kakata to come and buy a uniform? To Don Bosco. So it's a serious problem that the government needs to enforce. Get a task force. There's another form of employment. Get a task force to monitor the school. It may not be 100%, but some things will happen.
Thank you.
Hello, Clarence.
Yeah, good morning. Clarence? Let me get you. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Samuel Domo. I'm one of the parents that get a child in Tenaha in Pinsville around Mizo Junction.
Yeah.
Parents, I blame the Commission on Higher Education. Before school could open, the Commission on Higher Education said that they have a task force that is going around to inspect school buildings.
No, the Commission on Higher Education, these were higher education, not grade schools.
We're discussing the environment of the school. Where the schools are.
Then you're talking about the Ministry of Education not Commission on Higher Education.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the task force go around, Clarence, and see those school buildings and they observe that if it is very congested, even the environment alone, the bathroom is not conducive for children to go there to ease themselves. But they will not do anything, but they will go and sit with the principal or sit with the dean of student affairs and maybe have a discussion that will not be in the interest of the parent. At the end of the day, when school open, the school put higher fees on the parent, and because we want for our children to go to school, the parent will be coerced to pay that huge amount of money and benefit nothing. It's a serious thing. We should not only be discussing anything when school open. This should be a quarterly or everyday discussion so that the schools can be informed of what is going on before school get open. Right now, every time we're discussing, children are in school. Some children are not in school, all because their parents are not at full. But those that can afford at least minimum, they are in school. They're doing it their pay. Now what happens in schools? Because they can't afford the money.
Okay. We're still here gauging your views. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Sarah.
Yeah?
Yeah, my name is Robert. We're calling from Satan.
Okay, Robert.
Community.
Yeah?
Yeah, Clarence, thank you for the discussion. The government said don't have any authority over her own public school.
Okay.
Just imagine the government said $2,000 for elementary. But the people who will go there, some of us get even afford to send our children in private school. We have vision in Taiwan. We're going to government school, they can scale up They say the maximum so in fourth grade. It takes $3,300. You saw that my pay small thing before you.
And how much what government say you must pay in fourth grade for government schools?
Elementary they say 2,000.
But you pay 4,000 plus.
Yeah, I gotta receive it.
But why sometimes people can resist? Why you can say the ministry say I'm gonna pay 2,000 plus, you charge me 4,000, I will not pay the money, or maybe you pay the money and carry the receipt to the ministry.
When you tell them, it's not the ministry, like one of feed the child.
No, but sometimes you need to test. But sometimes you need to test the system. Carry that receipt to the Ministry of Education.
If you give my woman money to go restaurant, I will also it takes 6,000
So here is my issue now. Here is my issue now. Take that receipt and carry it to the Ministry of Education and see what the ministry is going to do. You know, sometimes we just, I know there are evidence of instances where people say, oh, nothing will come out of it, but sometimes let's just test the system. Let's just test it small. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah. You said for the women line, but the men still dominating.
No, the men calling on the other lines. I got different lines, Mama. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you so much for this topic. I have been trying to get the receipt or whatever information from last year, but it's not me. Like in fear, it's my daughter. So I come to say.
You want to call your name, Mom?
Yeah, Victoria Papa.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry. So the private comes with some condition and immediate. So it is your choice if you want to go private or you want to go public.
Yeah.
So the people will give you say you private, they will give you that what comes with being private. It's the uniform, the books, tissue or whatever. But I'm grateful that my children are going to school. We pay the school. Their grandchildren are going to a school. Pay the school fees only, and no additional like you have to buy the books and not the books now, the uniform or whatever. The only thing it should become a loan with the badge, and it should be like that school uniform, or else you will be disqualified to come home. Because uniform, the meaning of uniform is it can't be oneness, not one lobster color and another dog one. Okay. Exactly. So let us look at what it comes up with. The government need to do a lot. Okay. They need to do a lot because parents get so disappointed with children, and they say, if you're not serious, I will send you to government school. What does it speaks?
Yeah, that means I was just saying I was just saying anyway.
I was just saying anyway. I'll tell you what. I was in Kakata doing some mental health studies, and KRTTR, the demonstration school there in 2017. That was disappointing. Until one of the expatriates we had teaching us, is there a liberal system we are teaching? The children only go to school Wednesday, from Monday to Wednesday, and first period, from after recess, no school, no good school. Forget about Thursday and Friday. So the government need to put an established system. People are working on gas. That's beautiful. So it's not possible. Let me tell you, education ministry is the largest, if I'm not making mistake. And that's the future for another.
I think the largest should be internal affairs, then education.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. That was if I'm not making mistake.
Yeah. You're right.
That's the future of our nation. Will not be inconvenient. Them not inconvenient the children because we do not have the money, so we send them to just any kind of school because we want to send. We must have a quality so that when our children speaking, we will know that we send
so that
them
they're able to compete with anybody.
Very well. That it should not be the child coming from this and the other one. So that government come from out of that comfort zone. Get down there. If you say you want to private, this is our condition. And we come in there, we not want any much room. This is nothing. This is that. But the future is now well. And pay those teachers that when they go home, they will know that they have a profession that they can be proud of. Also dignity to it.
Thank you.
Yes.
With that being said, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
With that being said, from the mom, we will close it up right here. And I just like to say thanks to all of you for spending the week with me by reasoning. I know Fatu Kamara and Maka Davis will be here tomorrow to give you the Friday's presentation. Thanks to Blessing Rejoice, Nimle and Poye. Thanks to all of you for always following us, man. You know, as you know, I'm taking my usual weekend break. I'll be back here with you on Monday. But remember, we feel only when we do not try at all or becomes afraid to try again after the first unsuccessful attempt. The beauty of life is not whether you are happy, but how others can be happy because of you. My name is Piso. Bye-bye.